Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the channel with my last video here tonight. Here to recap the Big Sky Championship game. It ended just before like 2. But let's get into it here. So the Idaho Vandals beat the Montana State Grizzlies, or Montana Grizzlies, 77 to 66. So Idaho gets the win. They're going to the NCAA tournament for the first time since 1990. They're in the tournament. And so is the Idaho women's team, who joined them on the court to celebrate, because they won their conference. The men and women's teams for Idaho won it. Idaho's a fun little team. They'll probably be projected as a 16 seed, probably play a 1 seed, which will be rough. And Brody Railberry, Idaho's center, is a bulky 6'11" guy with a bald spot who knocks down flat-footed three-pointers. That's a ready-made March Madness legend right there if I've ever seen one. 6'11" center with a bald spot knocking down flat-footed threes. Cinema. I already see a March Madness legend right here. He was great. He was fantastic in this game. Well, I mean, yeah, he could be fantastic. 12 points, 4 or 5 from the field, 2 or 3 from 3. I already see a future March Madness legend right here. But yeah, fun back and forth first half there. A few runs. And then Montana ends up taking a 1-point lead to the break, 31-30. But then they get outscored 47-35 in the second half. They got within 1 point there in the second half before allowing a 10-1 run capped by Brody Railberry three-pointer. He went off in the second half. I believe he had, 10 of his 12 points in the second half. It was a back-and-forth game, like a game of runs between these teams. And then Idaho had it was a 1-point game there, but then they broke off a big run there in that second half, 10-1. And the Grizzlies end 1 win shy of a return to the NCAA tournament, as they were trying to be the program's first team repeats Big Sky tournament since the 2018-2019 squads. But they didn't play well tonight. Money Williams definitely had his worst game of this tournament. 19 points, 7 to 16. I say his worst. That's just how good he's been playing. I don't know if he think he was dealing maybe with a stomach bug tonight. But yeah, Money Williams definitely fought his ass off in this game. In the first half, both teams shot 36%. Montana was 9 of 10 on free throws, while Idaho was 4 of 4. That's why they were up at the break. They were also up. Vandals were up 20-8 in bench points, 10-3 in paint points, 10-3 in bench points, 8-3 in points off turnovers, and 6-2 in second chance points. So they really led all the big categories. Montana was up 5-2 in fast break points. But yeah, it was a back and forth start, 7-7, then a 9-0 run by Idaho, and Montana went on about 4-minute scoring drought there. And their starting center, Idaho was doing this even with their starting center, Railberry, 2,000 on the bench. But then it was 16-8. Then it's 24-22. They made a 12-4 run. The Vandals had just 2 of their 10 attempts after they started 8 of 13. But then Montana, after that slow start, they made a 19-4 run. After they trailed 20-10, a 19-4 run. 5 different players scored in that stretch. They started 3 of 14, but then they made 6 of 7. 6-7. At one point, then it's 31-30 for them at the break. But then it was kind of just all Idaho in that second half. It was a 1-point game, but then they stretched it out. 10-1 run there after it was 43-42, and then the deficit was at 11 points with 62-51. They just got Idaho played a lot better offensively in the second half. They had one little stretch there in the first half where they looked good, but then other than that, Montana went on a huge run. But then in the second half, they played a lot better offensively. They played really well defensively throughout this entire game, I thought. Besides that one little run, Montana went on at the end of halftime. But Idaho has some nice players, man. Isaiah Brickner was great in this game, had a double-double. Brody Rowberry, even with the foul trouble, I just see March Madness legend written all over him. Jack Payne had a good game off the bench. Trevin Blasson game, combined 19 from those two. Job added 2, so that's 21 off the bench. But for Montana, Tajon Sawyer had 19. Money Williams had 19. Hicks had 11, but other than that, really not much from them. They only went 6 of 25 from 3. I mean, Idaho only went 5 of 21. Both teams shot 41%. And they got it, but the difference was Montana got out rebounded. 42-28. They gave up 13 offensive rebounds. They had 14 turnovers, so they got out-rebounded the offensive glass 13-3, and plus 14 overall. And then they had 14 turnovers. Which I don't know how many points they ended up having off turnovers, but it seemed like it was a difference. The offensive rebounding was a difference. Montana just didn't play good defensively in that second half. Played really good in the first half, but Idaho might have made some good adjustments. Yeah, back and forth first half, a game of runs, but then Idaho kind of really dominated the second half, outscoring them by 12. Let's go over the stats, and I'm going to call it a night. 21-14 record for Idaho. They move on to the NCAA tournament. 77 points, 30 in the first half, 47 in the second half. Montana, 18-16 record. 10 their season, 31 in the first half, 35 in the second half. Jackson Rasmussen, 4 points, 2 of 6 from the field, 5 rebounds. Brody Rowberry, 20 points, 4 of 5 from the field, 2 of 3 from 3, 4 rebounds. Biko Johnson, 6 points, 3 of 9 from the field. Colt Mitchell, 11 points, 3 of 8 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3. 5 rebounds. Isaiah Brickner, 23 points, 7 of 17 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3. 8 of 10 at the line with 10 rebounds. Seth Joba, 2 points, 1 of 3 from the field. Jack Payne, 9 points, 2 of 7 from the field, 5 of 6 at the line with 6 rebounds. Trevin Blasson game, 10 points, 2 of 3 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 5 of 6 at the line. They shot 41% from the field. 5 of 21, 24% from 3, 24 of 32, 75% at the line, 42 rebounds, 6 assists, 8 turnovers, 8 steals, 1 block, 13 O-boards, 29 D-boards, and 15 fouls. For Montana, Kayon Agueno, 4 points, 1 of 3 from the field. Tajon Sawyer, 19 points, 4 rebounds, 7 of 11 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, 3 of 5 at the line. Money Williams, 19 points, 7 of 16 from the field, 1 of 6 from 3. Brooklyn Hicks, 11 points, 3 of 8 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3. Tyler Thompson, 3 points. Trey Taylor, 0 points. Murray Jedkins, 0 points. Grant Kepley, 5 points. He was going to cook defensively. Connor Dick, 2 points. Tyler Isaac, 3 points. 1 of 6 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3. Connor Dick, 0 for 0. And the other guys were 0 for 0. Grant Kepley was 2 of 6. They shot 41% from the field, 6 of 25, 24 from 3. 16 of 21, 76% free throwing, 28 boards, 7 assists, 14 turnovers, 6 steals, 3 blocks, 3 O-boards, 25 D-boards, 22 fouls. But yeah, that's all to tell you here tonight. 3 more bids were punched. I believe the next set of conference championship games are Saturday and then obviously Sunday. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing the Kentucky game, obviously, against Missouri, second round of the SEC tournament. Spurs, Nuggets, Thunder, Celtics. And I'll probably do a college basketball recap, just overall recap of all the other games throughout the day. And maybe a news video, we'll see. If there is a bunch of news that I can go over, we'll see. But yeah, that's all to say here. Leave a like, comment, subscribe for more. Next time out. Peace. Have a good night. See you tomorrow.